Cancer, I felt like doing a reading for you specifically. There's no reason in terms of I didn't see any signs, or I guess it's more because your season's approaching, right? Your birthday season. I don't know. I thought of you. So we're gonna do a more traditional reading. We're gonna look at people in your life, how they feel for you, what they want with you. So let's do this. We're gonna start with an overarching energy, just to situate ourselves. This same particular card might eventually become part of the description of who this person is for you. Let's get our bearings. Here it is. Justice. It's no small feat. As an introduction for a love reading, it speaks of possibly a legal marriage, the consecration of a union, a very important partnership, association, could be even in business, or both love and business. Could be someone you work and play with, or that you could eventually. I feel it would work out if the scales are balanced, of course. Then you could probably juggle working and living with your partner. Let's get some keywords. Let's see if we can describe who this person is besides, let's say, an air sign, specifically Libra, but it could be, of course, Gemini and Aquarius. I was gonna say, I would even go as far as naming Taurus. For the sole reason that, the only reason that I'm looking at Venus, of course, on the Libra as the ruler of Libra, and then I'm thinking Venus is the ruler of Taurus. It might matter in terms of placements, right? Yeah, it's sticking with me, Taurus. I don't know, we'll see. Let's get some keywords here, maybe just one. Give us an idea of who this person is for Cancer. It seems to be, wow, I can't make this up. I'm gonna show you. The cards fell, right? And there's only one, and it's meaningful person. It's really cool. Because I was just about to tell you, excuse me, I was just about to tell you that for someone to be able to work and live with you, then it's something, right? Okay. Let's dig into who they are really, besides being really meaningful to you. I'm getting an emphasis that this person is meaningful to you. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're not meaningful to other people, of course not. But for some reason, what's really emphasized here, I'm hearing it's they do something for you. And by that I mean, I don't know, either there's a higher level of compatibility, but it's also just not just compatibility, right, in terms of chemistry, but in terms of the exchanges, and you get something out of them. Like you really have an exchange. There's something they provide that you really, really need. And I feel it might be in business. It might be even just to balance you out. They provide something that you that matters, truly, truly matters to you specifically. The Queen of Swords in reverse. It's definitely an air sign. So this person, really starting to see them shaping up as someone extremely logical, and yet maybe not extremely. I shouldn't say extreme, because the Queen is in reverse. But that would primarily be intellectual. That could be logical for the most part. Thoughtful, but not necessarily in a caring way, just thoughtful of every detail, of every step. Hence why they would be such a good asset for you in business. Definitely someone that knows what they want, but that might be sometimes going about it in a forceful way, needing more diplomacy to learn how to not be so direct, I want to say. But not that they could ever not be, because honestly, this personality here, this person feels like they would always be transparent, upfront, direct. But I guess it's maybe just learning how not to be blunt or hurtful somehow. So in Cancer's life, this very meaningful person that seems to be both a lover and a business partner. What are their, I was going to say future actions, but let me think this through. Let's rather ask why they see so meaningful to you, right? Because I'm saying to you that they provide something for you. So let's look at what they provide actually that is so meaningful to you. Whether that's just a feeling because of who they are and the love, or really a service, a product that they contribute, something tangible, or both, right? Could be both things here. What is it that this person is providing for Cancer that is so crucial? Please be patient, because usually Spirit aligns the cards. The Hierophant. I'm telling you, this is extremely meaningful, and it's not for the reasons that you think. I'm getting goosebumps. I love when that happens. This is, I told you Taurus, right? Remember I said Taurus? I kept thinking that it wasn't on the table, and I said Taurus. This is why. I'm getting goosebumps, like from head to toe now. Okay, so this person, they're so meaningful to you because you have a soul tie to them. There's an extremely high spiritual, I guess, life contract between the two of you. There's a marriage, I want to say, on the Venusian plane, because we have both Libra and Taurus, and I was telling you that I was hinting intuitively to focusing on the ruler of these two signs, so namely Venus. So what you share is pure love. There's also great sensuality between the two of you. There's a desire for comfort, but in the very sentimental way, sense of the word. There's also, of course, the material comfort that comes with it from the Taurian side. But because it is very idealized, it's not seen as merely just, we want to have beautiful things around the house and we think it's great. That's the superficial way of looking at it, and it's not necessarily the focus here. Although beauty is super important in your relationship, I think it's much more on the feeling level. Definitely on the feeling level. There's some kind of support that you provide one another. Like when one is being very... One of you, and I feel would be the other person, the air sign one, this particular, I guess, maybe female, but it doesn't have to be a female energy, is the one that mingles more with people, even if she's the Queen of Swords. So the PR side of things would be more this person, and you in return, Cancer, you would embody more in this case like the steady one, the committed one, the one that's taking care more of the structure and the ideals and the values of, let's say, this business, this association, this sort of partnership that you have, because you are doing something together that I feel is meaningful. And so it's meaningful at all three levels, right? It's going to be meaningful in your relationship, it's going to be meaningful in the world, and it's going to be meaningful spiritually. And I want to say for everybody. So both for the couple, for the world, and for the cosmos, for the highest good of all. Like really. No joke. It feels like a big contract, but it's what it's saying. I'm gonna go to an angel card just quickly, but I might pull more tarot. It remained positive. Okay, that's interesting because it points to me as if you might have not met this person. I don't think you've met this person. I just want to show you something. Look at the imagery, like this sort of headdress, and we have it there, and it's full of light. Let me pull another one then, beside that Hierophant. Ah! That one flipped. Abundance! That's the Hierophant! The Taurian side of things is going to take care of the, I guess, the more tangible aspect of this relationship. And maybe the remain positive is a little message for this person when it comes to you. Because the Queen of Swords is in reverse. They might be doubting something when it comes to you, not feeling that they could maybe have you. Specifically your love, because of Venus. It feels like they know they might have the skill set for the job, quote unquote, like the business side of things, right? Doing the PR, organizing stuff, project managing, I don't know, charity work, sponsorships, God knows, you know what I mean? Sales, marketing, logistics even. But they don't feel that, or they're doubting. They're doubting that you would love them as well, right? That you could be both lovers and partners. That's in the case that you wouldn't know this person, or that you would know them but you're not with them yet. I'll get another little keyword out of these little cards and see where it takes us. I will pull more tarot, I feel. You get let go. Enjoy the pulsing light of the firefly, but don't hold on too tight. So maybe there is a lack of love between the two of you. It's possible. Of romantic love, maybe. Okay, let's look at why the letting go. Okay, what does this entail for both of you when it comes to love? I feel it would be the Queen of Swords that needs to let go, especially in reverse, because she obviously is the one cutting ties. The Nine of Swords in reverse and the Three of Swords in reverse. It's clear why the ties are being cut. Very clear. Okay, so it's an interesting mix here because it speaks of a separation, really. It speaks of this queen, this person for you, Cancer, letting go of the love aspect between the two of you. There's obviously a lot of anxiety linked to loving you as well as working with you. Clearly, I think the two do not sit together well, although I thought it did. It did point to abundance, so I think there's something very positive about the whole equation for sure. You could remain positive, I should say. Not that I think it would pick back up, but I think that you could still work together. It's feasible, right? There's something that's salvageable here, but I don't think it would be the love. Let's draw more tarot. Let's see what you do. So this person is letting go on the love side, but still wanting to work with you. I believe the abundance is there. Maybe there's already something legal between the two of you that is creating this, I guess, the fact that you are sticking together or wanting to keep the relationship, the partnership, I should say, alive. Maybe you just need to navigate the separation. Let's look at you, Cancer. What are you doing? You're doing the Three of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It's funny because you don't want to let go really of both sides. I think with the Three of Cups, you wish to reunite both the partnership with the love relationship. I think you have this desire, but I also think that you don't think it's necessarily possible to do so. I think this shows many attempts in the past, right? That would always come back to square one, basically. So you're demonstrating quite a, well, it's very commendable of you, because it shows your great heart. It shows how much you've tried, how much you really wanted this to work, how much you still want it to work. I'm curious to see why. I would like to ask my cards here. I'm going to choose the makeshift deck. I'm curious to know why you would want to keep the love relationship when I can see that at least one person wants to let go, right? Like, why would you, Cancer, want to... I mean, it feels obvious if you love the person, you want to keep both the partnership and the love relationship, but let's see what you do. 3 cards. It's funny. Okay, well, I'm going to show you the way they came out. It came out as separation in reverse, right? Sunbeam and allocate. But I tend to read those upright only. So what it means, it is showing the separation I was telling you about. I don't think it's possible to recoup the love side of things at all. But there's a lot of sunshine. There's a lot of light in this decision, I want to say. And so allocate here takes on the meaning of, you know, allocating that particular energy that you invested in love, maybe in relocating it somewhere else, investing it somewhere else with someone else, maybe. So it could mean you want to move as well, or just allocate time to make the changes. But I want to point out that whatever changes these are, they're positive. The sunbeam is like the sun card here for me. I'm wondering if even the business partnership can still exist. I have to admit, I am sensing it can. Of course, abundance is here, so I don't think that it has to go as well, right? Along with the love side of things that we can clearly see is has ended or will end. Let's draw one card on this. So I'm going to use the same deck. So I'm going to pull a card basically on justice, because justice was the card that indicated that there was like a legal contract, or let's say some form of, even if it's just a verbal agreement, something that there was like a partnership being upheld, ongoing, that is ongoing, was ongoing. I'm going to clarify justice and see if you can keep the partnership. You get two cards. You get the devil and the world. I guess not. I guess you don't get to keep the partnership either. It's either way with this. It's either way, because truly, and this would be like a toxic situation that needs to end, but it could also be a very masterful situation that is extremely successful, that is worldly, relating to, I want to say, the financial aspect of this partnership, Cancer. So there's a strong tie to working with this person. No wonder they're meaningful to you. It's not just anybody. This is not just one other person. There are clearly great advantages. Great advantages to work with this person, for sure. You know, it's such a strange combo that it could be read both negative and positive, right? It speaks for exactly how this reading is kind of like conflicting, because it's like both. It's like you want this, it's like very endearing to you, it's like you kind of need it, and yet it's like always too much. It's, you know, it's not always easy. You can tell if we have the remain positive, we have a separation card, there was anxiety, there was betrayal, there was letting go, there was like always being stalled, no real progress made, right? This some form of toxicity. All of these things intermingle, and they cross over between work and love. So no wonder it is an intricate situation. But ultimately, I think moving on, like allocating, meaning sometimes I read it as relocating, but allocating this energy of the sun, right? Allocating this energy and putting it somewhere else, I want to say. But I have to say, I'm gonna have to let you judge whether this is a positive or a negative outcome in terms of wanting to keep the business partnership of things. I think that it has incredible potential, this thing of being the world and humongous success. Worldly success is pretty incredible here. So anyway, that's the reading for today. I hope you've enjoyed yourself, I don't know, identifying yourself through what was said here. That's always nice. So let me know, comment, share, like, and subscribe. I'll see you soon.